Hello, Carlos. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Wayne. Well, it's great to be here and our journey in the art.
There's so
Wayne,
much going on, Carlos. There's so much going on. And I keep coming back to my gratitude for the simplicity of our art, huh?
yes, we go digging deeper and deeper, and then we always return to the source, and the source is here.
Yeah. Well, me too. I've been holding my fingers a lot, and we decided that we would talk with our friends about the hands. And so I've been playing with my hands. I've been looking at the mudras and the organ function energy, the all of it. It's all in the hands. And so I've been spending some time reminding myself, feeling those fingers and the gifts they bring. My favorite mudra right now is this third one, where we place our hand on the ring and little fingers.
Well, we change from time to time. Today, my very
And
favorite
I'll stay
today.
with this one then. So this very wonderful friend of mine, where the thumb is on the ring and the palm side of the ring and little fingers, this is just such a useful tool in the distractions of today. There's just so much mental, emotional distress in the world. There's so much transformation. And I've been using this one. It's almost become matter of fact. It happened. I just go there so automatically, Carlos. When I feel myself, when my shoulders start to rise and I start to get emotionally involved in life, back to my thumb on the palm side of my ring and little fingers of the other hand.
I think, today human beings are overusing the mind. And this mudra with the middle finger, we are touching both thumbs. In the palm side helps to exhale all the energy stagnate or accumulate or overactivate in our mind.
You're doing a little house cleaning, are you, with that mudra?
A little.
Mary called that one the janitor.
Good. When we have these hands and it makes difference. In history of mankind, because of this, we manifest our thoughts.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, the ability of the hands so that we can grasp things physically, mentally, and spiritually, really.
And transform things.
For sure.
And as well as we can do this with nature, with material world, we can do with the energetic world.
Yes.
And Jiro said, we have the control of our destiny in our hands. And it's literal.
And yet
So
it's so simple, isn't it?
we are not victims because we have our hands. We don't need to wait for other people help us. We any moment of our life, we can do a simple procedure that can change everything.
Well, I heard recently, actually, maybe a year or two ago, an English expression that says, if you're looking for a helping hand, it's at the end of your arm. and, and that's really what we're learning in the art of Jin Shin, is that these hands are the key to everything.
And more we study art, more we can find a connection in our hands. Everything you have in the entire body can be accessed holding a finger or doing a very simple procedure here in our hands.
So I suggest, Carlos, see what you think. I suggest we have two classes. We talk about the hands, and in the first class, we really focus on the mudras, the beginnings of the art, really. Jiro Murai didn't have the flows. He had his fingers, he had the mudras as we began this journey, or as he began the journey. And so we could spend 3 days with the mudras, and then another 3 days in part 2 with the attitudes and the depths and the organ function energies, the personal energetics, all the others. And in 6 days, we'll only have begun to understand and to explore all the gifts in our hands.
The word mudra came from India, but mudra is a hand pose or gesture, and you can find similar things in all traditions. But in India, they use for many different purposes. They use in art, they use to communicate, and they use to pray.
Well, where would we be without our hands, huh? So, yeah, that's a great question. Although our feet are also equally important tools in this journey. And so maybe another time down the road, we'll talk about the feet, huh?
And we use this time in our class to mention that Jiro Murai make experience with hundreds of mudras.
Yes.
So why at the end of his life he confirmed the 8 mudras he used in the very beginning are the mudras he keeps suggesting us to use.
Well, I believe it's a part of that simplify message from Mary Burmeister and Jiro Murai. Yeah. So this is our journey.
But the amazing thing in our hands, we can connect all the personal energetic centers. We can connect the organ functions. We can activate the circulation through each vertebra of our spine. So it's like here we have the control of everything, or we have access to everything in our own body.
Well, good. So let's spend some time with those fingers and the hands and find out what they want us to know about who we are and what we're here to accomplish in this life.
And Wayne, the mudras are directly related to astrology too.
Really?
Yes, this mudra here in India is called Surya, and Surya is the sun.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yes, and each of the mudras, each of the planets had a mudra.
Yes, and signs, and so everything can be connect in our hands. So, my friends, we're inviting you to join us in this journey to unveil the magic of our hands.
It's going to be fun and very useful, really practical. There's so much happening in our world today, and yet we know the hands can harmonize every project. Everything we need, we already have. Let's use them.
But if you don't like the word magic, Wayne, we can use the word miracle. In my journey practicing the art for more than 30 years, I witnessed so many miracles. And the major element in this process was our hands.
And I like the word Einstein used when he talked about the mysteries of life, unveiling the mysteries and getting into the secret, the hidden, all with our fingers. Good. Let's do it. Let's be it.
My friends, we are inviting us to join us, not only to study, but to practice. We that are with us in the last years, you realize that we are talking more and more about to feel, not to understand. Because in the moment we begin to feel what's going on, we are going deeper and deeper in the understanding. So we'll have a lot of time to practice and to feel the power, the magic, the mystery, and the miracles we have in our hands.
Oh, let's get started. I'm ready to go now, Carlos. Good. I'm going to start holding my thumb right now just to help me be contained in my excitement about all this.